12th grade reading skills hit a new low, understanding the challenge and charting a path forward. Issue summary. According to recent data reported by the New York Times and National Education Assessments, reading proficiency among 12th graders in the United States has reached its lowest recorded levels. This development has sparked renewed concern among educators, parents, and policymakers about the long-term implications for students' academic success, workforce readiness, and civic engagement. Facts and context. National Assessment of Educational Progress results indicate that 12th grade reading scores have stagnated or declined over the past several decades, with the most recent scores marking a new low point. This downward trend persists despite educational reforms, increased per-pupil spending, and a nationwide focus on raising achievement standards. Notably, significant disparities persist among students from different socioeconomic backgrounds and racial groups. Several interacting factors are widely recognized as influencing reading outcomes for high school seniors. Socioeconomic factors. Students from low-income communities often have less access to resources that support literacy, such as books, technology, stable learning environments, and extracurricular academic support. Chronic underfunding of schools, food insecurity, and housing instability exacerbate these challenges. Curriculum shifts and policy. Changes in education policy, particularly an increased emphasis on standardized testing and STEM coursework, have sometimes reduced classroom time for reading for pleasure and critical literacy activities. Teachers may feel pressured to teach to the test, potentially limiting opportunities for deeper engagement with complex texts. Technology and media consumption. The rise of digital media, including social media and short-form content, has altered students' reading habits. Critics argue that frequent exposure to fragmentary online texts can make it harder for students to sustain attention and engage with complex or lengthy material. Multiple perspectives. The causes and significance of declining reading skills are subject to ongoing debate among stakeholders. Teachers and researchers. Many educators link stagnation to inadequate early literacy instruction, insufficient resources, large class sizes, and systemic inequities in school funding and curriculum quality. They emphasize that foundational reading challenges may compound over time without targeted support. Parents and students. Families highlight factors such as reduced time for reading at home, rising screen time, and curriculum that does not always engage diverse interests or learning needs. Some students report feeling disengaged from standardized curricula by their senior year. For policymakers, declining reading scores raise concerns about future workforce competitiveness and college readiness. They point to inconsistencies in state standards and teacher preparation and advocate for reforms aimed at accountability, funding, and evidence-based instructional strategies. Analysts on assessment metrics. Some researchers question the validity of standardized tests as measures of true reading competence, noting they may neglect digital literacy and broader definitions of literacy. Others argue that consistent trends in large-scale assessments reliably indicate real declines in proficiency, underscoring the need for responsive educational policy. Counterarguments and analysis. Alternative viewpoints challenge both the significance and the measurement of declining 12th grade reading skills. Some suggest that changes in assessment methods, broader student participation, and evolving definitions of literacy complicate direct comparisons across generations. Others observe that improvements in early grade reading, as seen in NAEP data for younger students, do not always carry over into high school, possibly due to shifts in academic focus or waning engagement in the later